You get what I'm saying? It's a difference in how we were raised. We were not raised as women. So we have different ideas of what makes our self-esteem high. It's a difference. I don't feel bad about escorting. It doesn't affect my self-esteem.
I'm sorry.
They come in this house and they give me nothing but praise, and it's not fake praise. It's oh my God, you're beautiful. I came to you because your ad was so attractive to me. I want to spend my money. That doesn't make me feel bad.
And then when they speak to me and they're like, "Oh my God, you're fucking smart as well too." Like
then they speak to you and they say, "Oh, you're not just some bimbo."
Buddy.
Right, you really are articulate.
Exactly.
You really are smart. You really got something going for you. And then the next question is, why are you escorting? That's funny. And it's kind of funny that I don't fit the mold of some dumb, escort, because everybody is totally different.
Exactly, and that's what you need to look at when you're looking for these guys that are into you.
Right.
You're a totally different lady, mama, and that guy will like you for who you are. No matter if T.S. Tammy is selling cock all over the internet.
It has nothing to do with you, mama. It has nothing to do with you.
Because if you're a beautiful spirit, and and even if you're a rude light spirit, if this guy is into you, he's just into you. And I think you just have to look at what kind of guys you're attracting. Maybe you're attracting guys who are interested in escorts. What if you're doing something that is escort-esque, even though you're not getting paid? Which happens a lot of times. Some girls, they get involved in, like super promiscuous sex. They're just having sex all over the place.
Exactly.
And they would assume that you are, I'm assuming that she's a fucking football. If she's having all this sex, sure, now she's getting paid for it, right?
It's 2 points that I forgot that I wanted to make in this video. One point is, I don't care what you do, baby. Just the fact that you are transsexual put a smudge on your moral fabric in the eyes of the world. Just the fact that you are a transsexual takes your purity away. I remember before I lost my virginity at 16, before I even had sex and I was a transsexual, everybody thought that I was having sex.
Getting loose.
Everybody thought that I had been fucked. Everybody thought that I had did all this stuff when I hadn't. Only because I was a transsexual. Oh, you have to have sex if you decided to be a transsexual.
I honestly think that I know we talk about like when we were younger a lot of times because we really kind of grew up in a way that it wasn't like nothing different from a young teenager trying to grow up and see what the world was like. I think a lot of times people looked at, thought, oh, because you're attractive, then you must be a fuck slut or something, or you having sex with the world or whatever. And I think people, people do look at certain, and I know, and going back to what she was talking about is the girls who are less attractive finding some kind of fault. They always try to say that because you're pretty, oh, you must have HIV. Or have you heard that before? Girls automatically assume that you're attractive, you have HIV, or you're a prostitute, or you must be a whore because you're attractive. So men must be throwing dick at you all day long, and you have to take it because one, you're a tranny, and two, you're attractive. So I think there's so many things that are so many labels that transsexuals already have, and so it's your individual choice to do whichever one of those that you want to do, or show the world who you are as an individual. I know a lot of times we like to categorize ourselves and, oh, we're tranny power and tranny this and tranny that, and all that's fine and dandy, but at the end of the day, I'm Tyler and this is Diamond.
I live my life. What I do does not affect Thailand.
Exactly. And we're like the closest ever. However, I'm Thailand, this is Diamond. Her life goes on and my life goes on, and we share different things, and we'll be like, okay, girl, that was late, or if something happens to her or something happens to me, of course we have feeling about it, but at the end of the day, I'm an adult, so is she. This is our lives, you know what I'm saying? These are our individual lives, and what we put out, what our input into the world is our own individual input. Collectively, we do have like a standard or an outlook that people do see us as, but individually we have one as well. Right. And I think that's what people need to realize. Individually, this is true. People might look at all transsexuals as this or that or whatever, but it's your individual output. It's about changing people's opinion of you when they see you or when they're dealing with you.
Right. When they deal with you, that's how you affect how people look at transsexuals. When they deal with you. Mm-hmm. When they deal with you.
Because you make the change.
Because you make the change. When they see you, and they've been seeing all these transsexuals doing whatever, negative, blah, 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 on Jerry Springer, on Maury, all that foolery, all that exploitation. When they see you, and you talk to them, and you give them your mind, and you tell them, and you express to them that you are a person that has emotions, that has feelings, that has intelligence, that has goals, that has wit, that has all of that stuff. When you express that to them, they're gonna, in their mind, they're gonna say, "Wow, I did not know that." And you are a breath of fresh air.
And you have changed someone.
And you have changed someone. You have gave them a different opinion, a different idea. And they can say, well, most of these trains I see, but I met one.
But I met one who wasn't. And eventually that opens them up to seeing if there may be more.
And then I related to how sometimes when I see black people acting really, really ghetto, like inappropriately ghetto in a surrounding that they shouldn't be ghetto, I feel like, oh my God, y'all acting really ghetto. And you shouldn't be acting like that. But I don't say, oh my God, you guys are making me look bad.
Because you're not.
Or I don't, oh my God, you guys are making me not be able to get a job. Or you make me not be able to get a man because you guys are acting ghetto. I don't say that. I say you guys are acting ghetto. Wow, and it's inappropriate. But it doesn't affect me.
But I think that's because we are generally mold changers. Individually, we are mold changers. No matter what. I'm not a complaining kind of bitch. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. For you, whatever you're doing, I don't want you to hurt yourself because I'm a people loving kind of person. I care about people. However, you're not fucking nothing up for me. I feel like I make or break what goes on
in my life.
I've said it before. I run this ship called Thailand. No matter what, I'm the captain.
Even with the obstacles that I may have to face in life.
Exactly.
But that somebody's gonna try to stop me. I still have that tunnel vision to say I'm gonna get what the fuck I want, and I'm focusing on that.
Exactly. And no one shifts me from that.
However I gotta get it. If I gotta go to school, if I gotta go escort, if I gotta do whatever, I'm gonna get what I want.
Simple as that.
As you can see.
And if a bitch doesn't like it, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you don't like what I'm doing to get to the place I need to be.
I'm not sorry.
No, I'm sorry. But what I'm going to ask you is, you put me in a position to where in a definite position where I know that I'm going to receive the things that I want to receive. Right. Don't just tell me you don't like what I'm doing, but you're not putting me in a situation to where I can, because you are saying, yeah, this is an easy way out. No shade. It's easy. Well, give me something easier. Or give me something just as easy, but to your liking, since you have the problem with it.
And that kind of goes to men. To the men that are listening. We kind of was talking to the girls. To the men who have a problem with the girls escorting and you can't find a transsexual wife because there's too many girls looking for money. Put her in a situation where she can get out of it. Mm-hmm. My life. I always got something going on in my life. Recently, I have stopped posting ads because me and my husband got a deal. I stop escorting, wean myself off of it, if he helps me pay my bills through the time that I'm finishing school. You help me do that. You put me in a situation where the need for escorting is less.
Like I told my husband.
There we go. Why would you not do that? You love me. You love me. You want to be with me. Then, you know what I'm saying? Put me in that situation.
That's what you have to do.
Put me in a situation where you helping me out. You want me to advance anyway. So it's not like you're not going to benefit from it.